Hi guys, welcome to the channel. We're going to be analysing subscriber games from the last tournament. But first of all, I have a little treat for you guys. We've got an unboxing. Hey guys, look at this little look at that bad boy. Chess Goals official merch coming soon. I thought I'd just order one and look at the quality. But yeah, day and night. So I'm going to put that on, get the hair out of my face, and then we're going to get into the games. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure about launching a merch store, because obviously I've not got many subscribers yet, but I thought in the future, you know, it's going to be good. And also, my job, I might lose my job in the next few weeks, so my contract is coming to an end, so I'm trying to find ways of maybe making a bit of money in the future. Hopefully the channel grows and I can. But we're going to get into these games. So first of all, we've got Pac-Man with the white pieces versus me with the black pieces. So what happened here? I play the Sicilian, and Pac-Man is a decent player. He's one of my top subscribers. So what can we learn from this? Okay, so this was all normal developing moves. And then, wow, I strike out here. It's a funny looking move, isn't it? I want to see what the engine thinks of that, just so I can learn for next time. I think it was probably bad. Yeah, it looks a bit dodgy. Yeah, and then white plays the best move there as well. Well done, Pac-Man. And then we take, and then we get to kick the queen, which is nice. But then white is significantly better here, guys, up by about 1.5 pawns. And I think that's due to this weak pawn here. So I think my goal here was to push this pawn. Wow, and now our king's in trouble. But here now, the bishop's attacked, which is nice. And now the queens are off the board. White gives up. It's dead even now because, I don't know if you can see the eval bar. Let me just stretch that so you can see the bar. It's dead even now because white has given up the queen and there are chances for attack, right? So now I just push in the center. I've got a more active king in the endgame. Takes, and then we actually just win a pawn here. Oh, and then I didn't even see that at the time. Bishop just takes. Disgusting. But here, white takes, and maybe that's a little bit compliant because that just helps my pawn structure, right? And then takes, and we're just simplifying into a slightly winning endgame, I think, with the more active king. Rooks that are more connected than white's rooks. And the connected pawns here. So we go for a trade of the rooks, we get it, and now we're just trying to trade off the other rook, I think. And now we're just up a few pawns, which should be winning in the end games. Bit of shuffling around here, but yeah, we're going to push these pawns. Eventually, we force a trade, and yeah, the pawn is pushed into promotion, guys. So next, we have, okay, chess player against myself. So here, I play this weird line, which isn't... Yeah, no, the move is this, which is correct. And it's if they try and hold on to it, you get some funky lines where you can try and undermine the pawn. And then if takes, you just get the queen out quick and it's check. But we didn't get any of those lines. We just won the pawn back. And we've got 2 pawns in the center, guys, and they've only got 1. So that's a nice advantage for me in this case. We kick the knight, force the trade, get another pawn towards the center, which importantly supports this central pawn push, guys. We love that. And now, yeah, we're just progressing in the center, maybe. Yeah, so they give a check, but we just develop. All fine, all fine. So we lose a pawn there, but then we have this tactic, which I think just won the game, really. I remember thinking at the time this was just winning now. So yeah, they took, and it gives up quite a bit of material. Because we get this tactic. We throw in the in-between move check, which engine loves. Oh, and it says we should even go for this. This queen move check. And then here, check. Here. Yeah, it looks very bad for white. But we didn't want to get too greedy. We just took the piece. And then here, I think we just got a resignation. Or was this mate? This is mate, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so that ended pretty nicely for us. And then my last game, before we get onto the games with my subscribers, So it was me with the white pieces playing Pac-Man. We get an Italian game on the board. I go for the big fried liver thing. They play the best move, and here the move for white is takes, and I misplayed this, guys, right? So this is a move, and here I just instantly played this, but you've got to take it, right? So let's look at the engine here. If takes, and then, yeah, it's queen out, because if takes, then you get the rook. I've got to remember that for next time. So after this, white is just good. I mean, the engine says it's all like theoretical and drawing, but you'd rather be white playing this at any level apart from Grandmaster. At Grandmaster level, yeah, it's probably drawing, but just a lot of attacking chances for white in those positions. So what actually happened? I misplayed this massively. I lost this pawn in the center. They damaged my structure, but I get the open rook. But yeah, now black is significantly better. We see this every week, guys. Like, I managed to scrape wins, but my opponents are always like winning at some point. So we gambit this knight, which the engine sort of hates. But then we get this, which looks good. It looks like a fork, but actually black just goes back here and then maintains this threat, right? And then this is just brutal because it's revealed attack mayhem. And then we just win the queen. So, okay, chess player with the white pieces now versus Cool Grazer. Thank you for participating, Cool Grazer. I've not seen you before. So, okay, chess player with the white pieces goes for a d4. And then I think a London system here. One of his favorites. And actually, well played to okay, chess player. He did really well this week. So yeah, good from white. Trading off the bishops. Oh, no. Black has to take that. Let's see how much material that gives up. Yeah, so that's like a plus a pawn. Black has to do something about this bishop situation, I think. Oh no, it just says play here. Okay. This must be all right. But I'd strongly consider not letting white damage your structure like this, guys, generally. Maybe in these lines it's okay, but just something to be aware of. So yeah, white does damage the structure, I think. What happens? Yeah, white does damage the structure, and then we get a trade of the knight. Now, black does have this rook on the open file. Maybe that's why this is okay, that damaging of the structure, guys. But maybe that's the compensation there for black, the open file. So then, knight starts to infiltrate. I'm not sure about this move from white. Yeah, it gives up a lot of advantage. Gives up almost like a piece. It's just not a good pawn break because it allows them to correct their structure. And you just lose a pawn. Like, yeah, not great that from white. Just this whole idea was just horrible, pushing this pawn. But apart from that, white's in an alright position. Takes the pawn. Wow, and if you come in, it looks pretty bad for black. But here we just get trades. Black just goes after the pawn. White lined up against the king. And now bishop moves off the defense of the king. Ugh. Black could have taken the rook. It still would have been alright for white, and then just mate in one, which white misses. Yeah, there was mate in one, guys, with the bishop covering and the rook blocking off these squares. So white greedily takes the piece instead of giving mate. And who is white? Okay, chess player. But to be fair, he played a very good tournament, so probably under a bit of time pressure here as well. And now white, gorgeous move, guys. Blocking off the escape square for the king. And then just delivers mate. We love it. So 5 more games to go. We have e4, e5. What we got? Also got like a Stafford-y position, I think. So one of my subscribers told me in the comments today, I think that's a Stafford. Where takes, I think it's called a Stafford. So this is all normal. Yeah. See here, black takes okay chess player because they don't want white to take and damage the structure like we saw last time. And let's see if that is best move. Yeah, so in this position it is best move to take. But then white gets an open rook. See, there's all these counterbalancing ideas, guys. Double pawns but an open rook is like a common one. So we just get takes for the sake of tempo, I guess. If you go back, it's unclear. Maybe going back's fine as well. I like this from black. Just like going after that bishop. That seems quite strong. You've got to be careful when you're putting a piece on an undefended square like that. But in this case, there's no tactics. The queen's nowhere to be seen. And yeah, you're just hitting this bishop really hard. Could black have taken the bishop instead? Alright. Oh. Oh no. Why did white take with the queen? That doesn't make any sense. Daniel, you've got a bishop. Sacrifice the bishop, not the queen. What? Oh. And then I think this is a misclick. No, it's not a misclick, guys. There was back rank. Yeah, if takes back rank. Oh. Good move from OK chess player. Really solid. What do we have here? And then, so it's queen against rook and bishop. Can be a bit confusing. The square's available for the queen, though. Oh my god, black's king is looking a bit dodgy there. But there's no mate. And now black is just cleaning up the pawns. And now the pawns have fallen apart. It's just completely winning for black. So next we have OK chess player, who we just saw against Cool Grazer, the newbie to the tournament. Yeah. You've watched my Queen's Gambit video, OK chess player. We love this. Let them take, smash 2 pawns in the center. Is that best? I've seen some people recommend just pushing 1, but I like pushing 2. I think he's following my video there. And then we get just, look at this. Oh, central control, guys. We love that. Can you see me? Yeah. What do you think of the hoodie, guys? Day and night. I quite like the color, to be fair. It's not that like plastic. It's almost like cotton's been sewed into it. It's like dark, matte, not non-shiny, you know. So here there's this common tactic of trying to win the piece, but here we get covers, and there's often this thing where you push a pawn and remove the defender, but then bishop can just take. So if this block, yeah, you go for this, but then defend this way. Wow. So obviously this was just winning for white. Even if this. Can you not throw in that move though? Surely you do that, right? Yeah, and this is just still hit though, isn't it? Yeah, brutal. So just this theme, guys. Remember this move hitting the king, and then remember this pawn push to kill the defender. Quite natural to do. Oh, and I love that. I always do that as well. I just... What? Black? Cool Grazer doesn't want to damage the structure, so they castle. I mean, double pawns is bad, but just losing a piece is a lot worse. You've got to take it. Maybe they pre-moved? I don't know. Oh, no, that's just brutal. White's getting in. Sacrifice? What? Why didn't they just take? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Black messed this one up a little bit. Wait, is that not a... No, that's covered by this fork square. So queen just comes in. Oh, the bishop's pinned. This is horrible. Oh no. Oh, we're not going to watch any more of that. It's too disturbing, guys. Okay, chess player, again, playing some beautiful chess. Bit more than okay, I would say. And, ooh, look at this. Backwards pawn alert, guys. I've become very highly attuned to this sort of thing in recent weeks. Playing these high-level bots, that's something I've learned. Just Be really careful creating a backwards pawn because they will just mount pressure on you. So now this pawn's hit. White defends. All normal developing. Now who's better here, guys? Let's try and assess the position. So black's king's a lot safer, but white has a space advantage. So it's sort of hard to say. I don't know, maybe pretty even. What do we think? Am I wrong? White's better with the space advantage. Wow. Even though white's king looks a bit weird. Just these three pawns attacking. Yeah. Should have known. So black gets an open rook to attack this base of the pawn, which I actually really like. But white's still winning. I think if black like remaneuvers this knight and tries to put pressure here, but then push supported by the bishop. Oh yeah, white has some tricks. Yeah, I think black has to take that. Because now, oh, that's just so much pressure. They find the best move. And now white's king is looking a bit dodgy. And what does that move do? So if takes, there's this winning the queen. So yeah, you just got to see that tactic. It's a hard one to say, but if you see that this can take, yeah, it leads to this. So we get checked there, and again, this is a thing, but knight covers. Does black realize that if rook takes, this tactic still stands, winning the queen? But we get a quick resignation there from black. So, in the penultimate game of the day, guys, Cool Grazer versus Pac-Man. We get it just develops. Yeah, but white. The only thing to comment on really, white blocking in their own bishop, which I don't like. I think I prefer black's position here, but maybe the engine will disagree. Yeah, engine agrees. Black just a little bit better because of that bishop, I think. And now it's saying white should break in the center here. And I don't like this. Oh, no. Engine's saying trade, and yeah, there's nothing really to do because if back here. But now, yeah, white's lost the bishop pair, and also their one remaining bishop is awful. So it's looking good for black, this. But see, often when you're ahead, you know, and you give a queen trade, often it neutralizes things, and it has a little bit maybe. But not after that move. The engine really hated that move. Because of check here. Okay. So takes, you just win a piece. And this is looking pretty sad for white. Yeah, unlucky there, Cool Grazer. I know you're new. Oh, yeah, this is getting a bit sad. Let's move on, guys. So the final game we get Pac-Man, the old fan favorite, versus Daniel, the veteran of the channel. Pac-Man coming out hard. So now, this looks a bit ugly for white. Let's see what the engine says here. Yeah, we're holding together. We just defend. Okay. White finds the move. This tension in the center looks a bit ugly. So if here. Yeah. Oh, and it's saying black to just tear apart the position with his pawn break. And he finds it, but then loses a pawn there. See, yeah, black should have just taken the material rather than killing the attack for themselves. See, this maybe was a bit unambitious for black. Yeah, because white, this pawn's going to be lost, so why trade it off? Why not just win it for free? Like, if black had just piled up the pressure on this pawn, they could have won it maybe. Like this. But because white's very happy to trade off that pawn, because that pawn's in no man's land. You're happy to get fair value for it. So, yeah. Knight just hitting the bishop. Bishop slides back. Wow. Oh, no. This pawn is pinned. Look at that. But, yeah, black doesn't notice, and instead... Yeah, but black realizes that if pawn takes... yeah, then you can take the bishop. Wow. But not realizing that the the white knight can just take. But then, yeah, you get the bishop, so maybe that was all right. White just slightly better, though. And now white with the active king. Looking pretty good. Yeah, white king just hitting everything. And now, yeah, the white king is just too dominant, guys. Get your king out in an endgame. Destroy them all. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there's some instructive bits in there to all my subscribers who played in that. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the new hoodie. I'll see you next time. Leave a like and subscribe. Cheers.